Hi, and welcome to the What's Cooking Show. I'm your host today, Joey Quibido, with Piggly Wiggly in Opelousas, and now is Cash Saver.
And I'm Chef Jason Huguet from the Steamboat Warehouse in Washington, Louisiana. And today we have no strangers to the show. A good friend of ours, Colt Patin, who's here with Hook and Ball in Broussard, Louisiana. And Colt, it's always nice to have you. What we're going to be making today, man?
Today we're going to make a couple things that we're featuring on our new menu. We have a boudin stuffed chicken with a non-dewy cream sauce and seared redfish on the half shell with the spinach cream.
Oh,
sounds good.
Sounds really good.
I can't wait.
Join us back for more What's Cooking in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We're here again with Colt Patin from Hook and Ball in Broussard, and I'm excited to see what we're going to make today. Right. So let's get started, buddy.
We're going to start off making our little cream sauce. We have some unsalted butter that's going to go in. Everything is better with butter.
Everything.
Oh, definitely.
Right. So we're going to let that melt. And to the butter, we're going to add a little bit of flour, and that's going to help make a roux. All right, so a little bit of flour.
A little white roux?
Yeah, a little white roux. Slide that over. We're basically going to let this cook for a couple of minutes, and that's going to help the flour flavor come out. But this is going to be the base for two of our sauces. For one, the andouille cream sauce, and the other one is a spinach cream sauce. So it kind of goes both ways.
Sweet.
All right.
We always talking about the show about Jason's favorite stuff. One of them is real butter. One's garlic.
I like real butter with my jumbo lump crab meat.
That was the third one.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, I know we have really good jumbo lump crab meat at the restaurant.
I bet you do.
We put it on top of our catfish broussard, which is grilled and fried catfish, crawfish étouffée, jumbo lump crab. You can't go wrong with it.
Well, what part of that could be wrong?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add some heavy cream to this, give you some good richness. All right, so that's going to simmer for a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of our Hook seasoning. This is kind of an all-purpose seasoning that we use at the restaurant. Your basic spices, garlic powder, onion powder.
So Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, exactly. And then a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Or a lot of Parmesan cheese.
So, Cole, the Hook and Ball is a newly opened restaurant. It is our friend that's been here on the show several times, Mark Alamo, that has it. Tell us your hours of operation and stuff.
So we're 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, from 11 o'clock in the morning until about 9 o'clock at night. And the good story with Mark is that, you know, I was teaching at Baton Rouge Louisiana Culinary Institute. He was a student. And he was one of my first students. Always saw something special. He was very ambitious. When he opened the restaurant about 2 years ago, I actually helped him as a consultant base. And I said, hey, Mark, look, when I get back into that restaurant fever, I'm going to come work for you, and we're going to kind of change that food scene. And so I've been with him for about a month now, full time, and it's been a very fun roller coaster ride. So can't complain.
And then from the stuff y'all have planned in the future, it sounds like it's going to continue to be that way.
Exactly.
And Mark is a really good person. I mean,
his first time on the show was with you as a student.
That's correct.
If I remember right.
I did a couple times with this alligator, stuffed alligator, and a few other things.
Oh, yeah.
That alligator. Everybody talks about that alligator.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're going to feature on our catering menus one of these days when we do it. So I'm going to start on our boudin stuffed chicken. So I have 2 chicken breasts that's been seasoned with our Hook seasoning. So we're going to let that simmer, or let that sear for a little bit in that hot butter.
Nice.
And we've got house-made boudin. So
house-made boudin.
Can't go wrong with that.
We just bought a new meat grinder. We've been playing around with our recipe, making it really good. And so we have these boudin egg rolls on the menu.
Ooh, I love those.
And just with that one appetizer, we've been going through about 25, 30 pounds of boudin. It's a crowd pleaser. It's awesome. So,
I'm sure,
And so I was like, we need to come up with something as an entree. So we
incorporate that into an entree.
Boudin stuffed chicken, andouille cream sauce. We've been running it as a special, and people have just been loving it. So it'll be one of our new featured items on the menu.
Very nice.
Jason, I guess we have to take a trip to Broussard.
Man, that's one trip I would love to make.
Yes, definitely.
ASAP.
Everything's made from scratch. We have really good kitchen. Our executive chef, Derek Weiss, is actually a fellow classmate with Mark, and they kind of,
I believe he came and helped us. One time we judged an event at the Steamboat.
Oh, yes.
Across there.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
If I remember, that's the first time I met.
There's a lot of special people that come out of the school over there in Baton Rouge. Definitely.
Yeah, it's a good school, and I was very fortunate to be a part of it for about 4.5 years. still go
Seems
there
like a
on a
lot longer
regular
than that.
basis. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, with a lot of doors open. So they're opening up bachelor's program in the near future.
Really?
And so, for me as that, just leaving as a chef instructor, it's kind of a good outlet for me when we're opening new restaurants or just when I'm ready to fill the staff with qualified workers.
Yeah.
Give them a phone call.
You know where to
hey,
go.
look,
Yeah.
send me a good,
It's
a
too
good
easy.
candidate. Right.
Right.
That's not fair. I need to get hooked up on that train.
Well, I'll make sure I put you in the connection with the right people.
There you go.
So we're basically letting that chicken sear on both sides. I'm gonna flip the boudin over, get a nice little crust on it.
The boudin's like you have it right here, like out of the casing is it's so many things you can do with it. You can do these as a breakfast item. You can use it in any kind of entree. You can put sweet glazes on meats with it, right?
One of my favorite things to do at home is basically take the grilled boudin patty, put it on a biscuit with an over-easy egg.
Yeah. Over-easy.
Oh, and put some steamed syrup on top.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. You can't go wrong. So,
Well, speaking of these ingredients and places to get them.
You can find all these ingredients that Colt's using here today at your local Piggly Wiggly Cash Saver stores in Opelousas. 2 locations to serve you.
8410 Highway 182 North
Or
1305 Heather Drive
and our sister store.
and 16229 Highway 1 Simsport if you ever in the area.
right.
Jason still got it. He'll never lose it.
That's one thing I will never forget. These addresses.
All right.
So, Colt, again, y'all open 6 days
a week. We're closed on Sunday.
Closed on Sunday.
You can come to our website. It's www.eatcrawfish.com. Mark and his family have over 3,000 acres of crawfish.
Right,
that's
so
correct.
when crawfish season is in full swing, which is right around the corner, his family produces really good crawfish, nice size. He's got a specialized technique that he uses with his flavor profile with the crawfish, and it's a good crowd pleaser. It keeps people coming back. We'll have crabs and shrimp on the menu. So,
And also, Mark has he travels doing crawfish balls and stuff like that, catering.
Not so much anymore. We kind of put the catering component on the back burner just so that we can kind of focus on the
Concentrate more on the
restaurant
restaurant.
and give a better quality, and we can reach a lot more people.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to do that. Let's get that set up, the restaurant.
Yeah, definitely.
And do the renovations.
And
Exactly.
Do that, and you
go
worry
from
about that
there,
later.
yeah. All right, well, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back for more What's Cooking in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to What's Cooking Show. We have Colt Patin with Hook and Ball and Broussard, and he's got some wonderful dishes going for us today. Colt, where are we at?
All right, so our chicken is searing, our boudin patty's nice and hot. I put a slice of pepper jack cheese. Now I'm gonna let this hang out for a little bit, all right?
That's the one you got me at. You got me at that part.
What we have is a little bit more butter. Gonna go in this cast iron seal in the back. I love cooking with cast iron.
That's the one I've been admiring all show.
Right. All right. I've got fresh, never been frozen redfish on the half shell. Still has the scales at the bottom.
Beautiful.
Helps keep that
The tail
moisture
for
when it cooks.
presentation, too?
Exactly. So we have it seasoned with our hook seasoning, of course. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it flesh side down first, just so you can let it sear for about a minute.
I got that.
Okay, perfect.
Sous chef.
While that's searing for about a minute, then I'm going to flip it over, let it cook. You can see the scales are still on. That helps make sure that all that juice and the moisture stays in that fish.
Stays in there.
So while that's searing, I'm gonna crank up the heat just a tad bit.
It's actually kind of pretty, really.
Yep. Cut a little bit more zucchini and squash, and I'm gonna throw that in the pan with it.
Okay.
And that's gonna cook while the fish is cooking as well.
Sweet.
Big skillet.
Oh, okay.
That's our,
What kind of specials do you have over there at Hook and Ball? Are you running specials right now, or just whatever fresh catch of the day?
right. We have. I'm working with Boyer with Fruget Seafood, and he's bringing me fresh seafood on every other day.
Nice.
Right now I have fresh triple tail, really good fish.
I love some triple tail.
We'll get the redfish 3 days a week. A little flounder that we'll do a crawfish stuffed flounder. Working with some local crab guys to give us Blue Point crabs. We've got Dungeness crab.
Where you get those from?
Right now I'm getting them through our Doyle's Food Service.
Yeah. Because that's an item that's more West Coast.
Yes, and so it's not a local crab, but the thing is, it's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, yes.
And so
We were talking about earlier that this, my sister says she told me she goes once a week because she loves those Dungeness crabs.
Yep. I'm gonna flip that fish, and I'm just gonna let that cook the rest of the way.
Nice.
On that side. I'm going to add a little bit more butter. All right, for those vegetables to cook.
Very nice.
You can't complain with that. A little more butter. We also have a little corn muck shoe right here that's going to be served with our chicken dish. Corn muck shoes is basically smothered corn, onion, bell pepper, celery, lots of garlic.
Smoked meat.
Lots of garlic.
We put our tasso in there. We kind of we started making our own tasso on Dewey and Boudin, the restaurant. I've been a chef for a long time. Mark's a chef. Derek, our executive chef. We love everything around.
There's a lot of passion.
So we want to make a lot of things from scratch, and so we've been playing around with our tasso recipe, and Mark he's came up with a very good signature crawfish seasoning or seafood boil blend. And so I actually use that as inspiration for our tasso.
Yeah.
And so it's it makes it unique. And so we load that up with our corn muck shoe.
I like seafood boil in anything. I put it in my potato salad when I make it. Just random things that most normal people at home won't do.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull the chicken out the pan for right now. Just let it rest. We stack it one on top of each other. All right. And so the andouille cream sauce, we're gonna take a little bit of our Alfredo sauce, throw that in our skillet. It's got all the juices from the chicken. We've got some fresh andouille that I'm gonna cut up, and that's gonna go right in. And we're just gonna let it warm up and marry those flavors. Throw that in.
Jason, you were just saying, like, people do different things at home and whatever. And there's one thing I do, like, with my chicken salad, and people probably don't realize this. I put bacon bits in it.
Come on.
Bacon bits in chicken salad.
Oh, yeah.
They love it.
Come on. You gotta be a little different, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stand out a little bit.
Right. There's so many restaurants out in the market that like you said, you need to stand out. You need to put your signature flair on it. Just different seasoning. If it's sourcing fresh Louisiana seafood or just seafood in general. For us, our little flair is that we're from scratch kitchen. That we're still making soup, stocks, and sauces from scratch, and sauces and
not canned
smoked meats
or whatever.
But to survive in these days, and and especially in central Louisiana, you have to.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So, but our restaurant Hook and Boil it's in Broussard. We're off of Morgan Street, so we're going to be renovating the restaurant. It's a metal building. We're going to be expanding the inside a little bit with a larger bar, about 20 beers on tap.
Nice.
Wow, 20 beers
We're
on
going to
tap.
have my favorite thing. It's going to be a butcher block chef's table right in the middle of the restaurant as a focal point.
Not many people have the chef's table aspect anymore.
And so it's going to be kind of like my playground. We'll invite local family, friends, and just guests to come in and give them a tasting menu.
Yeah.
I'm working right now with Sweet Crude Rum with the Rank Wildcat guys.
Good stuff.
And we're
local products?
Local products, and we're going to do little rum dinners and Harris breweries right down the road, so beer dinners. And, it's a good chance to for us, me, Mark, and Derek, to play with our culinary roots. And
it's
just
almost like a pairing kind of thing,
Yeah.
I love those.
Oh, I love them too.
We do two wine pairings a year, and we actually did our first beer pairing this past June. And
I was there.
Yeah, Joey and Miss Paula go to pretty much all of them, and they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. You got to meet a lot of nice friends. And
exactly.
It gives the people attending
something a little different.
Yes, and they get to experience some new wines. They get to experience new beers, depending on which ones you're doing. They also, right, you get different types of food to pair with them. It gives them also, some of these people haven't been in a long time. They get to say, oh man, Steamboat, they kind of just forget about different places, maybe it reminds them. And it gives me a chance to get off the same old, after 20-something years, you got a menu, and it's just you get to be
creative and do some new items.
Yeah, just let you let your creative juices flow again, and it's fun.
Like I have a good friend with Paul. He's with the E's Kitchen in Lafayette. And he does.
He's been here before too.
He does little wine dinners at the store.
Awesome.
That's right.
And so we're gonna have one end of October on a Wednesday night, and I'm looking forward to it because we're gonna do a 6-course tasting menu.
Might have to get some tickets to that one.
Definitely.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and take another quick break, and we'll be back when Colt's going to be plating up all his wonderful food here. So join us back for more What's Cooking in just a few minutes.
Welcome back, everyone. We have our 2 dishes that are almost completely finished.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our spinach cream sauce now. We've got some spinach gonna go into this little pot of Alfredo sauce, and that's gonna warm up together. You can add anything to this if you want bacon, if you want a little tasso, you know, add some artichokes, and then you'll have a spinach and artichoke. So it's a good base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to plate up our chicken, we've got our seared chicken, we've got our boudin patty, our pepper jack cheese, right? On top of that, we have our andouille cream sauce that's gonna go with it.
Nice.
Jason, we're gonna be eating good, Jason.
Yep. Do me a favor, you wanna grab a couple of green onions and
I sure do.
do a quick slice on that. We'll use it as a garnish. We're gonna put a little bit of our corn makshu with this because I like the sweetness and the smokiness of the corn with the boudin and the creaminess of that chicken. And then we'll throw some green onions right on top of that. Perfect.
Nice.
So that's our first dish.
Sous chef.
All right, perfect. Now we're gonna pass the square plate over. And then we have some crawfish boil roasted potatoes.
Nice.
So,
Crawfish boil roasted potatoes.
so basically we boil our potatoes in our seasoning, crawfish boil seasoning. We let them cool off, we slice them and then roast them in the oven. Sprinkle a little bit more seasoning, a little more butter.
Really?
And the seasoning, we sprinkle a little bit more crawfish seasoning.
I can't wait, Jason.
And then we're gonna put a little bit of that zucchini and squash. We kind of seasoned it with a little bit of our hook seasoning.
No color on them, man.
You can use whatever vegetables that you have. You know,
Yeah, but
right
that's
now
a good,
squash
simple,
is
healthy,
exactly.
nice.
Squash is in season right now, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go in with our red fish fillet. Yeah.
Let me hold that
Yeah,
for
you
you.
hold that for me. Perfect. Perfect. Come on, you.
We're gonna get
Falling
him
off
out.
that skin.
That just means it's
Yep.
tender like hell.
He's ready.
It's ready to go. Perfect. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, just do it like that.
Do it like this.
And then we're gonna put the rest.
I should have brought my bigger spatula.
Yeah, that's the only problem. The tail's just fresh and tender.
We
That's for
have
sure.
that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely.
tail on.
Little presentation on that
Right
tail.
here. Now watch this. We're gonna take a little bit of that spinach cream sauce.
Oh shoot.
We'll put that over right on top. And you'll never know that he fell apart on us.
That's it.
Look, I got some more green.
Perfect. And these are 2 of our dishes that's going to be featured on the new menu. We're looking at, with the expansion of our bar, doing some signature bar bites, you know, praline chicken. So it's basically fried chicken with a sweet and spicy praline sauce.
Come on.
So, Colt, you talking about the new menu. When do you expect this menu to come out?
So we're
Recently?
actually doing it this week. So we're going to have
okay.
our menu released tomorrow or
Really?
Wednesday.
Well, then, yes,
Yeah,
we'll be
and
ready.
so we'll be ready with the new menu, fresh ingredients. We're going to have some pastas on the menu. We'll do a nice little spinach cream sauce pasta and Alfredo.
That sauce was so simple to make too. People at home
Exactly.
can make
Just-
that.
Yeah, I mean, no big
They're
deal at
simple.
all.
And if you don't have heavy cream, you can use a little milk. The heavy cream just gives you a little bit more richness. So
That's it, yeah. Well, speaking about that, if you want to copy this recipe or any other recipe done on the show, you can go to our website at kdcg.com and click on the What's Cooking show.
Almost.
Got it.
Yeah, but-
almost.
Instead of step.
That or any other recipe done on here, and or you can come by Cash Shaver, Piggly Wiggly stores in Opelousas and pick it up.
1305
Or-
Heather Drive,
Yes, or
8410 Highway 182 North.
go by the Steamboat.
Oh, Steamboat, yeah, do that.
That's right.
Do that too.
And pick up the copy of the recipe there. And Colt, again, tell us everybody your operation hours and stuff.
we're a Hook and Ball restaurant off of Morgan Street in Broussard. We're 6 days a week. We're Monday through Saturday from 11 until about 9 at night.
Okay, and a contact number?
Oh. Hold on, I wrote it
That's
down.
on the
Good job. Actually, we'll have to put it on the screen. 'Cause,
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Oh, what about private dining rooms? Is there anything available right now at this time, or?
right now, it's just one big restaurant, one big dining room. We don't do reservations. You come in, first come, first serve.
I'm the same
but
way, but
our staff,
don't work.
they're well trained, so they kind of help turn tables around. We kind of, our motto is kind of slow down, stay a while. We'll make sure that you have really good food.
no rushing you in and out.
Right, and so
Okay, real quick, what's the biggest seller?
biggest seller right now, it's a race between when we do specials,
One of the
between
two,
the boudin stuffed chicken and the redfish.
Yep.
But we have a really good signature burgers and po' boys. The hamburger is really good.
Come on, man.
We do something very special, and then you're gonna have to come to the restaurant to figure know what that special technique, the little trick is. So
Okay.
you're gonna come to the restaurant, and we'll kind of, when you order a hamburger, order our hook and broil. So I'm just gonna leave it with that.
Broil.
Hook and broil.
I'm gonna have to go. Just killing my curiosity.
Well, actually,
Exactly.
Jason, you're off on Thursday nights most of the time, and I'm off
Sure
on
am.
Thursday nights most of the time. So
Sure am.
we might have to.
Is Paul off on Thursday nights?
Paula's off every night. At late.
Can we edit
No,
that out?
actually, no, she's not.
Let's edit that out so she don't get mad.
The catering business and everything else, and sometimes Thursday night's kind of rough for us because, that's when we start prepping for like our Saturday
You
weddings.
don't really have
and
many
stuff.
nights off, not you.
No, not really.
You might have to make a special
Tuesday night,
occasion to
Wednesday
come
night,
out to the
Thursday.
restaurant.
Shut it down. Let's go to Bruce
Shut it
Hall.
down. It's like break time.
Let me know. Give me a heads up. I'll come help you prep so you
Oh,
come meet at the
okay.
restaurant.
I'll call my sister. She can meet us out there.
Actually, me and Paul are getting ready to head to Austin to do a wedding over there.
Really?
Yes.
Now you got that traveling thing going on.
Yes.
The traveling catering.
It's exciting. I mean, a lot of people have called us to do a lot of catering. I mean, we've done a lot of catering business the last couple of days, weeks. And we're booked all the way till 2016 right now.
Perfect.
Really?
It's been really, really. I mean, we've been blessed. Just crazy.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's always a good thing. Just like you with the steamboat.
There's always something going on, which is a good thing. Job security. We had a 95 top last night on a Monday that we normally close, so it was lagniappe for me. Some of our best, well, actually one of our best customers, if not our best customer, he'd probably spend more money with me in a year. Whatever y'all want, y'all can have.
And you have a lot of great clientele, especially like
Right.
Cheryl and Eddie and
this
Vilma
is
Red.
Cameron out of Ville Platte, and they're big time, and they come all the time, and they send their employees, and last night was our awards banquet, and they're good to me. I'm just as good to them as I can.
That's
I
it,
try my
that's
best.
it. And Colt, I'm sure y'all got a great clientele over there too.
Oh yeah, we're out in Broussard, and the Broussard community and the Lafayette community has really supported the restaurant.
You're right there, and there's so much around in Youngsville, all them.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just glad to be back in the Acadiana area from, traveling Baton Rouge on a daily basis. I love working at the culinary school.
Bittersweet.
Yes.
But you know what? I had that little, I missed the drive of the kitchen. So getting back in there and getting the swing of things.
There's nothing like it. There's no replacing it.
There's nothing even close to it.
Give up the desk and the office for back in the kitchen. So.
Give me the spatula.
Hey, Colt, thank you so much for coming back and be
Thanks
with
again,
us
buddy.
again. And thank you all for watching the What's Cooking show. And we'll be back next week with another wonderful chef, just like Colt Patin. Join us back next week.